Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon the Baltimore Orioles will be playing the final game of a 4-game series against the Houston Astros here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards in Baltimore, Maryland. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short. That works for me. What's not working for me right now is how this series is going with Houston. We have lost the first 3 games of this series. And folks, I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of getting swept in a 4-game series at home to anybody at any time. And I got one objective today, to not get swept. That's it. I'm a man of simple means, simple pleasures. Just want to win today, stop this losing streak, and not get swept by the Astros. We took 2 out of 3 in Houston last weekend, and then we took 2 in Boston. So we had a nice little road trip going 4-1. But after losing these 3 in a row, that 4-1 road trip has now evened out to a 4-4 record over our last 8. And it's time to get back to our winning ways. What better way to do it, folks, than to call upon the man who you have to feel, if given the opportunity to start this season in the rotation, would probably be in the real conversation for a Cy Young Award. We're talking about Trevor Rogers here, folks. Trevor Rogers just keeps pitching lights out every single time he starts. He's on the mound today with a record of 6-2, an ERA of 1.41, and he's at a .80 ERA, 76 in the 3rd innings now on the season, giving up just 45 hits, 2 of them home runs. That's it. 16 walks to 67 strikeouts. Just fantastic numbers. Everybody in Charm City who follows the Orioles, I feel, at this point is ready to commit to Trevor Rogers, get him signed up long-term at what ought to be a pretty decent, affordable rate compared to pitchers who are putting up numbers like him around the league that eventually move on to free agency or pitch like this. This is so unexpected, honestly. There is nobody who follows baseball, even those who spend all day following the game of baseball. I don't think anybody can tell me they saw this coming from Trevor Rogers. It's just, it's been a blessing. I've enjoyed watching him pitch this season. It's one of the bright spots in an otherwise disappointing year for the team. How long can he keep it up? That's the thing. How long can he keep this up? We're hoping years. That would be great. He's going to be on the mound facing Spencer Arrighetti. Folks, let me tell you about the Spencer Arrighetti. He comes from Napoli. He's got a record of a 1 and a 4. ERA slightly below a 7. 23 and a third innings for Arrighetti. A 1.63 ERA, 6.94 or 1.63 WHIP. Excuse me. A 6.94 ERA. He's given up twice as many home runs as Rogers in just the 23 innings he's pitched, and more than half the hits in what is less than a third of the innings. It's just amazing. I look at Trevor Rogers' numbers every time he's matched up against somebody else, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy, the number Trevor. Arrighetti, I'd love to talk about you, but I'm too busy looking at Trevor Rogers over here. It's like that meme with the guy walking down the street with his walking hand in hand with his girlfriend, but he's looking over his shoulder at some other lady walking the other direction, and he's like, damn. That's me with Trevor Rogers. When he walks by, I'm like, damn. Look at that. Spencer Arrighetti against Trevor Rogers. You're welcome for that really insightful breakdown and analysis of this pitching matchup. I don't know, folks. All right, look, I'm kind of half phoning it in. I think I said on the last night's game that I never phone it in. All right, maybe I'm not phoning it in, but I'm texting it in maybe. All right, Jeremy Pena. This is the Astros lineup. Hi, everybody. Oh, by the way, it is Sunday night where I am, and when I called the Saturday night game, it was Sunday morning, so hence still the same shirt. Leave me alone. Jeremy Pena will lead off and play shortstop for the Astros. Carlos Correa will bat second and play third base. Jose Altuve is the DH hitting third. Christian Walker is the cleanup hitter at first base. Yainer Diaz will do the catching and bat fifth. Ramon Arias will hit sixth and play second. Mauricio Dubon in left field will hit seventh. Cade Smith is in right field batting eighth, and Chas McCormick will play center field, hit ninth. For the Orioles, Jackson Holliday gets a day off, and Colton Cowser is inserted into the leadoff spot. He will play center field. Jeremiah Jax is in right field. He will bat second. Gunnar Henderson will hit third and play shortstop. Ryan Mountcastle will play in the field today at first base and be the cleanup hitter. Samuel Basayo will DH and hit fifth. Dylan Beavers will bat sixth and play in left field. Alex Jackson will do the catching and hit seventh. Vimael Machine will be the third baseman batting eighth, getting his second straight start. And Luis Vasquez rounds it out, covering for Holiday at second base, batting ninth. All right. The Orioles come in with a record of 59-70. Unfortunately, could not get to win number 60 before losing number 70. 11 games under 500 and now 3 games under 500 at home. The Astros have moved to 14 games over with a record of 72-58. 3 games over 500 on the road. They are now 3 games ahead of Seattle. 3 full games ahead of Seattle in the American League West, while we still look to try and just get ahead of Tampa and out of last place. Is that too much to ask, folks? Am I setting my goals too high here? I feel like this is a realistic goal. Not too greedy. I just don't want to be a last place team. 2 games behind Tampa. We lost ground since yesterday. They won their last game. We lost Let's get out of last place. How long have we been here, folks? I've been here a while. I want to go. I feel like I've fulfilled my lease. Renting out last place down here. I would like to now put in my notice and leave. And get on up to 4th place in the East. What do you say? Huh? Because, folks, if we get realignment in baseball and we wind up in a division with the likes of the Pirates, the Nationals, and an expansion Carolina team, 4th place in the East would probably be equivalent to 1st place in a division like that. So let's get to 4th. All right, a public service announcement from me, the BirdWatcher. Hey, folks, first pitch is now just a few minutes away. Let's make sure this game's up on the screen. And by the way, if you don't have an MLB TV subscription or anything like that, they are doing a free weekend kind of a deal. Kind of late for me to tell you on a Sunday, but for example, after this game, if you wanted to watch one of those West Coast games later this afternoon, you've got your pick of the bunch. All the games are free on MLB.com over the weekend here. So Trevor Rogers is getting warmed up, and looks like Masson's about to cut the commercial. And when they get back, he should be on the mound taking his final warm-up tosses. Look at the concourse. Looks like we've got a nice crowd here just looking at the lower deck concourse. All right. Let's see here. What is going on around here? Folks, in terms of the channel, there aren't a whole lot of people here yet right now. People don't tend to show up for the very beginning of the game. Somebody was saying he should do a longer pregame show. And I'm like, well, that would mean I'd have to get up 5 minutes, 10 minutes earlier for every stream. And that's already sounding like a bad deal to me. But yeah, not many people really show up for the pregame stuff. So what's the point? Charm City chat, how are you guys doing? I got coffee here. I'm in a weird kind of, I don't know. I don't know if this caffeine is going to do more harm than good or what, but I've got it. I think I've got enough energy to go about 5 or 6 innings before I start hitting a wall here, but Trevor Rogers is on the mound. He's going to carry us, folks. That's like that classic Footprints poem, right? This is the part on the beach where Trevor Rogers is carrying me. He's going to carry me through this stream tonight. Hey, Charm City chat, how you doing? Daniel Barry, Warren, Danjo, Edward Bowers, Eugene Melanson, District Nation, George Ford, Matt Abell, Don Rock, Kurt Montgomery, Gary Reebok, Bam, 6956, and the rest here on Gilligan's Island. Hey, where are the ladies at? Hey, where are the white women at? This is a sausage fest. What is this? Hey, where are the ladies up in here? Trevor Rogers, 12 starts now on the season. That is enough. That is enough to say, yeah, you're pretty damn good. And like everybody else, I underestimated you, sir. I underestimated you. No free drinks, so no ladies? Ugh. Is that really all it takes, ladies? Is that all it takes? Well, folks, I guess everybody is in the concourse. I'm looking here at the lower bowl. It is lots of green here. Empty seats. What the hell? Hurry up and sit down, everybody. Trevor Rogers is about to start cooking. He can't show up late for Benihana's. Once dude starts, flipping those spatulas around and throwing little shrimp shells, flicking them up into his hat. I don't know what I'm talking about. Folks, I may sound like I'm 3 sheets to the wind. I'm actually quite sober. I'm just a little bit lucid, I guess. I don't know. I'm a little bit, I don't know. I'm floating on a cloud right now. I'm on cloud 9. All right. I did go over the Houston order, didn't I? I didn't. I did not go over the Houston order. No, I did. Okay. Hey, folks, I promise I do this every day. All right, we're ready for baseball. Trevor Rogers, first pitch of the ball game to Jeremy Pena, is lined in the left field for a base hit. What the hell? This will not stand, man. I told everybody to hurry up and sit down, get out of the concourse. Now you blew Trevor Rogers' chance at a no-hitter by not being there to watch. Defensively for Baltimore, Beavers in left, Cowser in center, Jeremiah Jackson in right, Machine at third, Gunnar at short, Vasquez at second, Mountcastle at first, and Alex Jackson behind the plate. Carlos Correa looks at ball 1. Correa's had a pretty good series. 1-0 pitch. Low and in. What's going on here? Correa with an 8-game hitting streak. Hitting .333 during that time. 2-0 pitch. That one's crushed, but it is going foul all the way into the left field corner. All right. Folks, listen close. Does anybody hear the sound of banging trash cans? Because the Astros look ready to hit off of Rogers today, and nobody else has been able to do it. What's their secret? Check on the runner at first. He's back. Let's get this scoreboard up. There goes the runner. And that ball's hit on the ground to third. The Astros will avoid a double play as Correa hit into what would have been a sure 5-4-3 double play to third base. Machine only played to first, so ground out there, but a productive one for Houston. Puts a runner in the scoring position. 1 out here in the top of the first. And Jose Altuve up now. Altuve had been kept quiet for most of the first, 5 games of this series that have been split between Houston and here the last 2 weekends. But yesterday, Altuve got a few hits. We're hoping Houston leaves town before he gets any hotter. That pitch popped up behind home plate. The count is 0-2 on that foul ball. Altuve loves hitting here. 37 games at Camden Yards, a .387 average with 8 home runs. Almost always the smallest guy on the field, but he swings a big stick. Here's a snap throw down to third after the pitch on a stolen base attempt. It's not in time. Jackson popping up to try to nail the base runner at third, Jeremy Pena. Rogers, I guess, not paying a whole lot of attention with 2 down. Pena must have known he would get that base. It's a risky thing to do with 2 down unless you know you're going to be able to get there. He did. Here's Christian Walker with 2 away. So Altuve struck out, I guess, on that pitch. I guess that was worth noting. Why is it frozen on Altuve's name over here? What's up with that? Stand by, folks. Let's see. There it goes. Christian Walker has a count of 1 ball and 1 strike. 237 average, 19 homers, I missed the RBI count. It's a 1-1 now, and that one's fouled back. So 2 down here in the top of the first. The Astros have a runner at third base. No score. And a 1-2 count on Christian Walker. Here's the pitch from Rogers. Up with the heater and struck him out. All right. Well, Rogers, after giving up a hard-hit ball to begin the ball game to Pena, able to settle down, and Pena was only able to get as far as third base, stuck there. We go to the bottom of the first. Houston nothing, and the Orioles are coming up. Folks, can we get the sub count today to move up 1 increment since we hit 3,300, 5 days ago now? Folks, this is like an SOS. At this point, I don't know what to say about subs. I feel jinxed to even suggest people to subscribe. I don't know. Never seen numbers this bad. I figure I just kind of do it the same way I've always done it. It was working well last year. I don't know what happened. But hopefully we'll see that sub count move today. Yeah. Good grief. Michael says, BW, thanks for staying up late to call the game. It's my pleasure, Michael. If I ever sound like I'm complaining about sleep or anything like that, it's not like that. It's more me wanting to get ahead of an excuse if I ever do start to sound like I'm, dropping in my energy level. If I know that I'm a little bit deprived of sleep, then I'll probably throw out the excuse of I don't know how many innings I'll be able to get through until I might hit a wall. But yeah, I love doing it. I don't mind. It's a pleasure. But thanks. Spencer Arrighetti making his 6th start of the season. First pitch is a strike called to Cowser, and that pitch looked inside to me, folks. 1 pitch, and the ump's already giving us a bad call. And now this pitch on the outside edge. That one did kiss the outside edge, but damn. Cowser in an 0-2 hole. And that first pitch strike really hurt. Curveball in the dirt, 1-2. Folks, no cows, 0. Look, I might be a little groggy. What's your excuse? Get those cows up in the chat, folks. Hello. Do we remember how this channel works? Good grief. This pitch is fouled away. Still 1-2 on Cowser. Come on, folks. Make yourself a Bloody Mary. Whatever you got to do to, get on the ball here. Hello? Hello? 1-2 pitch. This is fouled straight back. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Cowser's hitting .215. He's got home runs in back-to-back games. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Fouled back again. Still a ball and 2 strikes. It's a good first at bat here. Only 1 ball in the count, but lots of pitches already. Here's number 7. That is low, taken for ball 2. Nice opening at bat here for Cowser. Seen 7 pitches here. I don't know. Were we delayed before? 2-2 pitch. That one's hitting the left. That's falling. It's falling. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Dubon kind of fumbles with it a little, but Cowser didn't have any designs on stretching it to a double. He is aboard, though, after a fantastic first at-bat of the ballgame for Baltimore. 8 pitches he saw, and then delivers the base hit to left. Here is Jeremiah Jackson. First pitch he sees is a fastball in there for a strike. Cowser's on at first. He had a really good leadoff at bat right there. I'm very impressed. I don't know if it was just a fluke or what, but if that's the kind of at bat he can give you as a leadoff hitter, he looked way better and more comfortable than he has hitting in the middle of the order. Check on Cowser. He slides in safely. First Oriole to get some dirt on the jersey today. By the way, the Orioles are wearing their home whites, classic, traditional home jerseys. Astros, they've been boring us this weekend. Same road jerseys for all 4 games. Gray with the orange and blue trim with the city of Houston across the chest. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Jackson. He fouls it back, 1-2. Your first bugle of the day, folks. Let's see if Charm City Chat knows how this works. The 1-2. Tapped foul to the right of home plate. Once again, this is called a bugle. No sound? How's there no... Oh! Has that been muted the whole time? No! 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 All right. Now everybody's awake. Now I know how to get everybody's attention. Here's a ground ball to third, hit hard. It could be 2. It is. Damn it. A 5-4-3 double play around the horn, hit into by Jeremiah Jackson. Big buck. Stop it all. Now I know how to get everybody's attention. Just... All right, Gunner. Good morning. Gunnar Henderson. He blasts off to right. That is on the flag court. Bye, birdie. The Orioles take the early 1-0 lead. Gunnar's team leading 16th of the season. The Orioles strike first. Folks.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic. Break out.
Ryan Mountcastle takes a called strike. Gunnar. He now has the team lead alone in home runs. He was in a three-way tie there, I believe, with Westberg and Holiday. Well, the best way to take a lead is when neither of the other two guys are in the lineup. Mountcastle's hitting .255 with 4 homers, 22 RBI. 2 down, bases empty. He's got an 0-2 count. Arrighetti's next pitch. That's lined hard off of the third baseman's glove. It'll roll away over toward the stands on the third base side. Not far enough for Mountcastle to get farther than first, but he's on with a hard hit ball there. 107.5 off the bat and on your FM dial. Off the glove of Carlos Correa, too hot to handle. Get on base, Mountie. Here's Samuel Basallo, folks. Folks, as will be the case for the next many years. Basallo comes up. Stop what you're doing. Take a look. He is behind 0-2 in the count after fouling that pitch off. So Basallo finally gets a chance to hit as high as 5th in the order, and here he is now at the plate with a runner on in the first. This is where I want to see him hit. That pitch is upstairs. Honestly, I want to see him hit 3rd or 4th eventually, but no lower than 5th. Come on, who are we fooling here? Who are we fooling? This guy was born to hit no lower than 5th. 1-2 pitch. Line in the right field. That is a base hit. Basallo will keep the inning going. It's a 2-out rally for the Orioles. After the home run from Gunnar, back-to-back on base. That was 108 off the bat for Sammy. Absolutely hit the tar out of that ball. And folks, the hits keep on coming. Let me see your beavers in the chat.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
Let me see those beavers in the chat, folks.
Got Bush. We've got Bush.
Am I streaming this game, taking a nap, spending time with family, and then streaming another game after? I might. But I got to go get a battery first. Here's the first pitch to Beavers, way outside from Arrighetti for ball 1.
Got Bush. We've got Bush.
Beavers hitting .333 in his early major league career. A home run, 3 RBI. There's a strike, a cutter on the outside part of the plate. Beavers has reached base twice or more in every game he's played in so far in the bigs. And part of the reason is his eye at the plate. He looks at one off the plate there. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. He's drawing walks. Yesterday he had his first stolen base. He's got his first home run out of the way. And there's a line. Oh, it's a liner right to the second baseman. Right at the second baseman for the final out. Hit hard. A lot of hard hit balls in the inning. Unfortunately, just the one run as Gunnar was up there with nobody on base. But he launched his 16th homer of the season to give the Orioles the lead here. The Orioles actually had 4 hits in the inning because one was wiped out on a double play. How do you like that? 4 hits in the inning. One of them's a homer, but we only get 1 run. That is about as Baltimore as you can get, folks.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
That is about as Baltimore as it gets. 1 run on 4 hits. We go to the second. Orioles lead at 1-0. Hell, we got a run for Trevor Rogers. That's as good as anything, right? He doesn't need a whole lot. Folks, thank you for your Beaver Fever and the Charm City chat. How we doing on the like count to get today started, folks? Look how well you guys have been trained. Next like will be number 50, and then we're halfway to 100, and then, okay, now we're halfway to 100 right now. If you have not hit the like button, please do so. A good chunk of you here already have. I appreciate it, but a few dozen of you still could. Just a little tap of the old thumbs up there at the bottom of your screen. Thanks a bunch, and if you're not subscribed, I would hope you'd consider doing that. Another button there below. It's free. There's no commitment, no obligation, and no salesman will visit your home. Become a part of the BirdWatcher community, and you won't regret it. Right? Right. All right. First pitch here in the top of the second is to Yainer Diaz for strike 1. Diaz, the Astro catcher, hitting right-handed, swing and a miss on the fastball, top of the zone. And Rogers gets ahead of 1-2. 254 average with 18 homers and 55 RBI. Swing and a miss. Rogers, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Good grief. Rogers says, I don't have time for you. Get out of here, kid. You bother me. Who's next? Here's Ramon Arias.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
1-0 on Arias. He's hitting 256, 9 homers, 38 RBI. Never heard of this guy. Here's one chopped foul off to the left. 1 ball, 1 strike. I guess the Orioles aren't giving away a hat today, which is why the crowd is about half the size you would hope for. Here's a changeup hit slowly on the ground. A Gunnar backhands it at short, long throw, and it is there in time. Gunnar had to get it right. No time to spare. Just nails his ex-teammate Arias for the second out. Mauricio Dubon. Mauricio Dubon. Rogers. First pitch. Hit softly out to right center. Jackson waiting on it. He'll make the catch. And Trevor Rogers has himself a nice inning here. 19 pitches through the first 2 innings. That's less than 10 an inning, folks. I'm a math genius. Rogers is off to another flying start. And we will head now to the bottom of the second. The Orioles lead it 1-0. Harry Belafonte, you want to show up, or is it just a black screen? All right, Harry. Folks, Harry Belafonte may or may not show up. You never know around here. He's the little troll that lives in the computer here. He's the ghost in the machine. Right. What do we got? Time for a lucky, maybe? Oh, I've got myself a snack. Oh, look at this. I saw this and I'm like, you got something with Skippy peanut butter in it over here. Check this out. I don't know why they call this Choco Ball. I don't know why they call it a Choco Ball, because there's nothing chocolate about it. But these like little peanut butter balls. They're not blue in color, though. They're not blue. Not like yesterday's picture. Folks, were you here yesterday for baseball history? It was the first ever matchup of blue balls versus beavers. The ultimate matchup, if you ask me. We've all been waiting for, we're talking like Rumble in the Jungle kind of a all-time matchup. Here is Alex Jackson to lead things off, hitting 7th in the order today, which would tell you that our order today isn't as at its full strength. 235 average for Jackson. First pitch strike to him. Next pitch strike to him. That one right down the middle. Spencer Arrighetti. I like my Arrighetti with blue balls. Get it? Where's the laugh button? All right, that pitch fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Plenty of folks sitting in the bird bath. Laid off by Jackson on a check swing. They appeal, he didn't go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the Oriole catcher leading off the bottom of the second. Arrighetti's next pitch is fouled back. So Boston's coming to town tomorrow. And right now we don't know who the Red Sox are going to pitch. They don't have an announced pitcher for game 1. Jackson with another foul ball. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. That doesn't make my job any easier. I'd like to get the thumbnails and events lined up for these series. The moment one ends, I like to set it up, but I'm going to have to wait a little bit. Here's a ground ball hit to third. Correa over to first in time, and Alex Jackson is retired. He saw a few pitches there. Not the worst AB. Here comes our boy, Vimael, the love machine.
I know, man. Like everything. I'm just a love machine. And I don't work for nobody but you. I'm just...
Machine. God bless you. Gesundheit. Takes up and away for ball 1. Second straight start for the love machine. He takes a big cut at a pitch above the zone. A fastball at 94 from Arrighetti. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. This one's tapped past the mound behind the second base bag. Fielded by Pena there. And he will throw out Machine. A 6-3 ground out for Machine. 2 away. Here is Luis Vasquez hitting 9th, batting a $138, which for him That's about a 40, 50 point rise in average since a couple of games ago. And he has an inside-out swing and a little ground ball to second. That will end the inning quick. The Orioles got 4 hits off of Arrighetti in the first and a lot of hard-hit balls. Second inning, not so much. A lot of weak contact and a quick inning for Arrighetti. We head now to the third. The Orioles with a 1-0 lead. You're waiting on the Cabbage Patch. And I told you, I'm a Garbage Pail Kid guy. I don't know anything about the Cabbage Patch, whether it be the dance or the dolls. I'm a Garbage Pail kind of a guy. And they made my Garbage Pail Kid card in Series 1, TV Stevie. There isn't a more accurate card named after me than that. I mean, folks, I was out of the womb and plopped in front of a family room TV set, and that was pretty much my mom and dad for the next 17 and a half years. Just sit him down in front of the TV. He'll be fine. Next thing you know, I become this idiot savant with all this useless TV knowledge. I watched a lot of TV as a kid, folks. In fact, that was back early days where not only could you watch a lot, you could watch literally all of it. There's only a handful of channels, you see. Huh? What? Did I ever watch the Garbage Pail Kids movie? I don't know. Does a bear ever crap in the woods? Of course. I've probably seen that movie myself enough time to make up for the fact that nobody else has ever seen it. That movie actually isn't as much of a box office flop as you'd think, because I've been seeing it. Oh, it's such a bad movie. First pitch, top of the third to Cam Smith is outside for ball 1. Next pitch is inside for ball 2. Wait a minute, both pitches are inside. I lied. 2-0 the count. I had a 50-50 chance. That one's low and away. 3-0. What's going on here? 3-0 to the leadoff hitter. I actually didn't have that there on point. That one's off the plate. I can't believe it. A 4-pitch walk by Rogers to the leadoff man. That is not your typical Rogers. Let's hope that was just an aberration and not a sign of trouble. Here is Chaz McCormick. Yeah, Sagano is definitely... I don't trust CBS Sports, Chowa. I think you referred to them once before, and they were not accurate. Again, I will only go off when the sources that are official, and I don't think CBS Sports is that. Now, does that mean Fitz is not starting? No. It just means... I'm going to wait a minute. I'll check MLB.com right now just to be sure. It hasn't been updated since I went on the air. That's possible. It could have been updated. Don't know why at this time of day, but let's see. Yeah, still to be determined. Don't believe what you see there, Chow. Again, that might be their best guess, but that is not official. And shame on CBS if they're presenting it to look official. Wow, that throw by Jackson to second base on a stolen base attempt defies description. I mean, this ball sailed 15 feet over the head of everybody into center field. I mean, that ball looked like an outfielder trying to throw the other direction to home to try to throw a runner out. I mean, how do you throw it that far offline? That could be the worst throw I've ever seen. And now Jackson takes one off the mask, a foul ball. And that'll rattle the cage. I mean, I think that throw he just made was enough of a wake-up call. Well, he just got another one. That throw. Wow, was that awful. That's the kind of throw you expect to see like in an first pitch ceremony from somebody who's never even thrown a baseball. The 1-2 to Chas McCormick is outside, 2-2. Again, folks, I prefer Maverick Hanley. I'd like to see Maverick Hanley backing up. He's healthy now. He's ready. He's ready at this point. He's ready to get called up if we wanted to. Full count on McCormick. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Thank you, Chaz. You chased ball 4 above the zone. You bailed us out. That would have been 2 on with nobody out. Instead, we get the punch out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hey, thanks, Chaz. All right.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Jeremy Pena will wait for the first pitch as Rogers fakes a throw and then looks back toward the runner at second base. So Cade Smith at second with 2 down. Is it Cade or Cam? How many times are they going to do this? There's a sinker swung on and missed. It's Cam, isn't it? I feel like I've said both all weekend. Cam Smith. All right. Cam, Cade. Lemonade. 0-1 to Pena. That's hit in the opposite field. That's going to get down and probably tie the ball game. Smith rounding third. The throw coming in towards second. It's an RBI base hit for Jeremy Pena. We are tied at 1. We are tied at 1. Trevor Rogers. This is probably the most trouble we've seen this guy in now in months. He has not looked his sharpest today. It's still not alarming, I would say, yet, but it's a little bit concerning. Here's Carlos Correa. First pitch inside for ball 1. Just to keep everybody calm, Rogers' ERA after that run is still under 1.5. That pitch is low, 2-0. But, I mean, he's fallen behind guys like this a lot more frequently than we've seen from him these first 11 or 12 starts of the season. Two and 0. That is ball 3. Yeah, this is not the Trevor Rogers we normally see. I guess that's the last time I'll say it because I don't want to be a broken record over here. 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. What's going on? What is going on? Is that his third walk already? Second walk. Second walk for Rogers. And Alex Jackson's coming out to have a chat with him. Here comes Drew French. This is not Mel Torme. Breaking the action here. Speaking of breaking the action, Charm City chat. Holy cow, could it be any more dead? Holy cow. You guys need something to talk about? Let's give you something to talk about. A little subject to talk about. They're not energy snacks. Please do not be fooled. This is straight up candy. It's peanut butter balls. Made with Skippy peanut butter. And the packaging is ridiculous. I mean, look at the... I can fold it in half without opening it because half of it is air. Why do I need so much air that I can fold this in half? Oh, I hate that. I hate that. First and second, one down for Jose Altuve. First pitch. Outside. Folks. What is going on? Yeah, you expect it with potato chips because, you know, they do that to keep the chips from all breaking up so you don't open up a bunch of crumbs. But these are hard balls. It would be like extra air in a bag of Milk Duds. It doesn't make sense. 1-0 the count on Altuve. There's a backdoor changeup for a strike. Okay. Rogers. Trying to find his stuff here. The 1-1 is inside. 2-1 on Altuve. He is 0 for 1. Folks, we are nearing 100 people in the room. As the crowd gets a little bit larger. We're in the top of the third inning. We're tied at 1. Houston is threatening to take the lead here. Rogers starts his motion toward home and then turns around to look the runner back at second. He is about to throw his 40th pitch of the day. And again, if you're just getting here, Trevor Rogers has struggled more than we've seen him struggle pretty much in any start this season. He did have a shaky game. I think it was his second start. It was before we knew how good he was going to be. Second start, I remember, it wasn't a very impressive pitching line. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like the 1.5 ERA kind of thing we've been getting used to here. There's strike 2 to Altuve. Second and third for Houston with only 1 out. The infield is playing back. They will allow that go-ahead run to get in. And that's strike 3. Oh, Trevor Rogers coming up with the punch out in the big spot, getting Altuve a contact hitter in an RBI spot. I mean, he's a contact guy. He's a clutch guy. The kind of guy you want up if you're Houston in this spot, and Rogers gets him on a changeup to keep runners at second and third with 2 down now.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
So Christian Walker. First pitch, fly ball, right field, toward the foul line. Jackson's there. He's got it. And Rogers does give up the lead with Houston's first run of the day, but it could have been a whole lot worse. The Astros tied up on an RBI single by Jeremy Pena. We go to the bottom of the third. It's a 1-1 ball game. Yeah, folks. I mean, this chat is crawling. What is going on? Why is everybody so shy today? We must be missing an element or two. All of the chatty people. You know what? I can't ever have it the way I want because sometimes we'll get some people in here who are so chatty that they just don't stop commenting. What happened to our friend that would just comment the most random things over and over again? I don't know. But apparently there's no perfect middle ground. It's either tumbleweeds, like On Point saying, or we got people who don't know when to zip it. Can't we have it nice and somewhere in between, folks? Who we got coming up here? Top of the order, right? Top of the order to ya. Hauser, Jeremiah, Gunner. Folks, Colton Cowser. He had a great first at bat to start the bottom of the first. Unfortunately, Jackson followed it up with a double play ball. Then Gunner hit the home run. And then we had 2 hits after that. 4 hits in the first inning and only the 1 run. Hey, John Bonadilla and Derek Holmes. Wait a minute. How did those 2 super chats come in almost simultaneously? Did you guys arrange this? Was this a planned attack? If 2 or more people have planned something like this, that is the definition of a conspiracy. But I like this conspiracy. Thank you, John Bonadilla and Derek Holmes, for your contributions to the program. Colton Cowser looks at an 0-1 pitch off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Folks, get those cows up in the chat and also hit the like button on those super chats, please. Let the people know you appreciate their contribution to keeping the channel going. Cowser looks at one outside. It's 2 balls and a strike. George is cooking. What you got cooking, George? 2-1 pitch. Right in there. Curveball, strike 2. Now up to 120 plus people in the chat. Folks, if you don't mind hitting that like button, settle in and enjoy the rest of the ball game. We're only in the 3rd inning, tied at 1. Here's a ground ball to first from Cowser. An underhand flip to the pitcher covering the bag. And that'll be a 3-1 put out on the Milkman. 1 away here in the top of the 3rd. Another super chat for Bullseye. Says first last dash PE8CW. Wait a minute. That's the same. That's the exact same code that's on the back of my computer. That's the serial number. I'm just kidding. Thank you, First Last. Can I just stick with the shortened named First Last? Jeremiah Jackson at the plate. First pitch is ball 1. And the next one's pop straight up. Get out of play. It will for strike 1. 1-1 on the Bullfrog.
Jeremiah was the bullfrog.
Hey, thanks for the support, folks. And for those who, monetarily aren't down with doing it that way, you can help out again just by hitting the like button. That's fine, too. If you're not subscribed and you're watching, please subscribe. We would love to get the subscribe numbers up. We hit 3,300, and then we've kind of hit a wall since. This is a pop-up by Jackson to center field. Waiting on it is McCormick. He throws his throwing hand up to shield himself from the sunlight to make that catch. He's wearing his sunglasses. Still needed help. 2 down here in the third. Gunnar Henderson coming up. He delivered the Orioles' only run of the game so far with his 16th home run of the season back in the first. Looks at a pitch outside from Arrighetti, ball 1. Gunnar. That's even farther outside, 2-0. Arrighetti may not be interested in throwing a strike to Gunnar after how the last at-bat went. Same situation, 2 down, nobody on. There, he caught the outside corner with a backdoor cutter. 2-1 the count. That's 50 pitches now for Arrighetti on the afternoon. So the crowd has started to fill out here. Some late arrivals, I guess. Definitely over 20,000. Maybe not 25. I would say. 3-1 now on Gunnar. And that fastball low and in, fouled back. Full count on Gunnar.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
It's a nice looking sky here in Baltimore on Sunday afternoon. Here's a one hopper to second base over to first. In time, Gunnar retired. The Orioles go. Wow, Gunnar is angry. Gunnar, you got to relax, dude. I am worried about the attitude of Gunnar Henderson, folks. I'm not going to lie. I mean, there's a fine line between being super competitive and wanting to succeed and win and all that good stuff. And then there's just not being able to handle the ability of, you know, the fact that 7 times out of 10 you're gonna make outs. You're not going to succeed. Way more often than you will. It's just the way the game works. And sometimes you hit in a bad luck. You know, you hit a line drive right at somebody. Yeah, it should have been a hit, but damn, it's baseball. Everybody else who's ever played this game has to deal with that same fact. So you're best off sort of taking some things on the chin sometimes and not letting it affect you, all right? And, you know, your body language speaks volumes to your teammates, especially if you're considered, you know, a franchise type of a player, you know? That stuff rubs off on people, and I just don't think Gunnar's mentality is a good thing to be rubbing off on other people. That's why I like to have Westberg around. I feel like Westberg kind of provides a little steadiness in that department to counterbalance Gunnar's personality. I think Westberg, it's like a Felix and Oscar odd couple situation, you know? Alone, they're both a mess, but together they complement each other. You feel me, folks? All right, after that terrible analogy that only people 55 years and older would even understand, we're beginning the top of the fourth, and Yainer Diaz looks at a pitch away for ball 1. And I'm ready to open up this bag of peanut balls. There's a swing and a miss. 1-1 the count on Diaz. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So at this point, Mr. Splash apparently does not wait for any sort of event to start spraying water into the splash zone. He just randomly does it now whenever, which to me kind of takes away the fun of it all. Here's a line drive base hit in the left field by Diaz. Leadoff single for Houston in the top of the 4th. Did we hit 30? We haven't even hit 33-10 yet. This is honestly the worst drought. And it's not, I can't even think of, this is really, again, I don't even know. I guess I'll never bring it up again. I don't know. Like, how do you fix a broken subscriber count? I don't know. Ramon Arias is at the plate. Sorry. Almost said a brother's name. Arias is 0 for 1 today. That ball's hit to right and going to slice foul out of play. Oh, and 2 on Ramon. Here's Rogers' next pitch. Bottom of the zone, called strike 3. See you later. A 3-pitch strikeout for Trevor.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. 1 down for Mauricio Dubon. First pitch is low. Dubon. Now, if you saw last night's game, Dubon was pulling some BS out there in left field, pretending like he had lost sight of the baseball on a fly ball hit his way, trying to catch a runner off a base for a double up. Nobody bought it. And frankly, I don't appreciate the attempt to deceive Mauricio. Here is a fastball above the zone for ball 3. Rogers with another 3-0 count today. This is not his normal routine. The 3-0 in there for a strike. Normally Rogers puts the baseball right where he wants to, but today it's just not quite pinpoint control. 3-1, top of the zone. That was right on the black. That will make it a full count on Dubon. And Dubon puts his hand up to ask for time. Top of the 4th, we're tied at 1. The Orioles are just looking to scrape 1 game out of this 4-game series and avoid a 4-game sweep at home. Again, I don't care who the opponent is. I don't care what we're doing in a particular year. You don't want to get swept at home in a 4-game series. You gotta get 1 game. Come on now. Payoff pitch. Lined in the left field. A base hit. Trevor Rogers, dare I say it, is laboring out there. That was 102.8 off the bat. In fact, here in the 3rd inning, he's missed the strike zone on 13 of 23 pitches. That is very undued. Here comes Smith He walked his first time up. He takes a first pitch strike, a slider. Walked, stole a base, and scored the only run so far for Houston. Double play ball would be good here. There's a changeup low and away. Laid off by Smith. 1-1 the count. That one's popped up. That's not going to get it done for Houston. Left center field. Cowser running a long way and firing it back in towards second base as Diaz will tag and go to third, but there's 2 down. I mean, that ball was really for the left fielder, but Beavers giving way to Cowser there. Here's Chas McCormick, the number 9 batter, up in a big spot for Houston. 2 down, runners at the corners, and a 1-1 ball game. Rogers trying to get out of trouble again. First pitch is popped foul. Okay. The Astros have already had 7 at-bats with runners in scoring position today, and they're only 1 for 7. That is what has kept Rogers from falling behind in the score here. Trying to make it 1 for 8 to get McCormick here, and there's a good pitch. Strike 2, knee high on the outside corner. One more strike, and Rogers gets out of the jam. Hey, Dingleberry, how the hell are you? Laureano's been the best hitter the last 30 days. Well, that's amazing because you've only had him for 25. Hey, 5 of those 30 days he was still an Oriole, damn it. All right, well, we'll let you know about all the great returns we got in that trade 3 years from now when they finally start paying off. Oh, and 2 the count on McCormick. One more strike. Let's get out of this. Change up low and away. 1-2. We need to salvage again. 4-game sweep at home. No bueno. Rogers on the mound. Bueno. Ground ball to third. Nicely handled by Machine. He goes to second for the force. And we get out of the inning again. A round of applause for Rogers. I think the crowd can see it's not his best day, but still an effective day. 4 innings, 1 run on the board. Not too shabby. We go to the bottom of the 4th now, tied at 1. And I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Boy, Harry, you're full of energy. You look great. I hate to tell you how I feel.
I've had that bad back myself.
Also, with this cold, it just seems like it's settled in there.
That's age, friend.
I don't care what it is. It feels awful.
You smell like a drugstore.
That's right. I am a drugstore.
You're not a hypochondriac, are you?
What does that mean? Oversexed? What?
Well, to be fair, Dingleberry, even though Laureano's only been with your team now for 25 days, that doesn't mean he still can't be the best hitter of the last 30. Right? That's how good he's been. He's only needed 25 days to do more at the plate than any other buddy on that team has done in 30. Yeah, we want Laureano back, just so you know. Don't exercise that option in the contract, please. And we'll be bringing him back here for 2026. Thanks. Appreciate it. Ryan Mountcastle will lead it off for Baltimore. Middle of the order, due up. First pitch from Arrighetti, fouled back. That's what I do. I fix. I fix comments the way Carl from Sling Blade fixes lawnmowers. I know what I'm doing. That pitch is inside. 1-1 on Mountcastle. Mm-hmm. Make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. You ought not talk like that. You're just a boy. Mm-hmm. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Mountcastle. Swung on, foul back. Mm-hmm. Be sure to make it out to the ballpark next week. Cal Ripken will be celebrating his 30th anniversary Iron Man streak. Mm-hmm. Here's a line drive. Stopped by Correa, third, over to first. In time, 1 away. Mm-hmm. By the way, the concourse will be having a special on potted meat. And French fried potatoes will be half price. Here's Sammy Basayo. Mm-hmm. That one's in there, strike 1. That one's crushed but foul. I better get out of the Sling Blade impression before Sammy hits a home run. That one's in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Come on, Sammy. You ought not to swing like that. You're just a boy. One and 2 the count. And the pitch, foul back. Mm-hmm. All right. Here comes the 1-2 again. It's fouled at the plate. Basayo. He's a big boy. One-two pitch is popped up toward left. Coming in is Dubon, and he makes the catch. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th, folks. Mm-hmm. Oh, my. Oh, it's my favorite. I love a good beaver.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
There's a strike to Dylan Beavers. 0-1 on Dylan. Dylan, get those beavers up in the chat, folks.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
That's a low strike there. It's 0-2. I just did touch the bottom of the zone. Hit on the ground toward first, but it's foul. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning, folks. 1-1 ball game. Trevor Rogers has been struggling, but able to still only give up one run through the first 4 innings. Meanwhile, the Orioles had a bit of a tough break by only coming out of the first inning with 1 run despite getting 4 hits in the inning. Just in the timing of everything didn't work out. A home run ball, 4 hits in the inning, but 1 run. After a double play wiped out the first hit, then we got the home run solo shot, and then back-to-back hits after that, only to leave those guys stranded with 2 out. 2 guys left on base. Dylan Beavers has a count of 1-2 strikes. And he reaches for one off the plate to foul it off. Still 1-2. Erica's here. Erica, I like the way you talk. 1-2 pitch. Fouled again by Beavers. Beavers is chopping wood up there. Two down, bases empty, 1-1 ball game in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-2 to Beavers is hit on the ground, foul again. I like the way you talk. By the way, Erica, you may want to send an ambulance or a hearse. Swing and a miss. Beavers goes down on strikes. That is the end of the inning. Arrighetti has settled in. After 4 innings of baseball, we're tied at 1. On to the 5th. I wonder if I'll ever get up to 3,310 subs. I've been stuck now for damn near a week. I don't know what's going on. I'm sure we'll pick things up when Boston comes to town. We had a nice turnout for the 2-game series at Fenway. I guess some Boston fans like to show up. And I'm sure they'll continue to show up because they're just waiting to rub it in on me when they finally beat us, if ever. Had a chance to do it twice, couldn't do it in Boston. Folks, don't you dare spell Dingleberry's name wrong. That's Dingleberry right there. Have we not had a hit since the first? Wow. 4 hits in the first, none since. Oh, my goodness. Could I do anime cartoon voices part-time? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if I have an anime caliber voice. I don't watch enough anime to know if this is the voice for that. Aren't they usually like guys that do a lot of grunting and girls that do a lot of like giggling? Like for me, every anime female character is like, and every anime male character is like, I don't know if I can do either of those. Or maybe I'm watching the wrong kind of anime. I don't know. 0-2 the count on Jeremy Pena leading off the top of the fifth. Make it 0-3. A changeup swung on and missed. See you later.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Oh, thanks, Dingleberry. You sound like one of my teachers back in college. You're humorous enough to get by, I think, in life. You'll scrape by. 0-1 the count to who's up? Carlos Correa. That pitch is inside, 1-1. I don't know about that, Patrick. I like the relationship currently in place. Here's a ground ball backhanded by Gunnar. A bounce throw to first, and Mountcastle can't handle the bounce. It'll likely go down as an infield hit, but Gunnar will tell you he should have made a better throw. Mountie would tell you he should have made the pick anyway. I do believe they'll score that a hit, but let me make sure. That is an infield single. Okay. Jose Altuve hits one out toward left center field. Cowser is going to catch it and toss it back in. 2 down in the inning with Correa over at, or Pena. Who's over at first? I've lost track. Correa at first with 2 down. Christian Walker coming up. Here's a changeup. Just missed, I guess. That looked like it might have got a piece of the zone, but count is 1-0. Outside, 2-0 to Walker. That one's hit in the air to left. Stay in the park. Stay in the park. Cowser up against the wall. Makes the catch in front of the bullpen. Oh, that nearly snuck out of here. Cowser able to, again, he can definitely play center field, folks. Cowser will, if he can get to it, he will make a catch. Nice play to end the inning for the Milkman. We go to the bottom of the fifth. This game's half over, tied at 1. Like, I don't know if I do a good Shaggy or not. Like, I've tried to work on it, but I don't know. Like, I'll be right back. Yeah. Ahoy, crew members! Bow. Bow. We are back in the bottom of the fifth inning, tied at 1. Alex Jackson has strike 1. Spencer Arrighetti's 75th pitch of the day is a strike. It's 0-2. Ruh-roh. Boy, Matt going out on a limb with that theory. What's next? Are you going to tell me the creators of HR Puffin Stuff are on acid? Here's a ground ball in the hole at short. Look at this throw from Pena. Whoa, that was impressive. Jeremy Pena with a jump throw in the hole at short to get Alex Jackson. That was pretty. Throw right on the money. Vimael, I am the love machine.
I know, man. You know, like everything. I'm just a love machine. And I don't work for nobody but you. I'm just...
First pitch strike to Machine. That one's hit toward the right side. First baseman will flip it to Arrighetti for the putout. 2 down. The Orioles offense has dried up since that first inning. We hit the ball hard off Arrighetti several times. That's the thing. Not only did we get 4 hits and somehow only come away with the 1 run, but all 4 hits were hit hard. Really felt like we might put a big crooked number up here on this guy, but here we are with 2 down in the 5th. Bases empty and the number 9 hitter up. Vasquez takes a strike. I think there is rain coming down hard over here where I am. There's supposed to be like flood type conditions entering my area here, and it sounds like it's arriving right now. So folks, between the remainder of this ball game and tomorrow night's game, cross your fingers the power stays on over here. Here's a ball hit out toward right center, going to be caught by McCormick to end the inning. The Orioles have not done a damn thing since the first. On to the 6th inning, tied at 1. All right. It is raining hard. Folks, what's your favorite song with the word rain in the title? Give me something. But you can't do Blind Melon, No Rain. I already did that song once, and I absolutely nailed it. I'll never be able to top that one. November Rain. Oh, you're gonna need some time on your own. Oh, you're gonna need some time alone. Oh, you're gonna need some time on your own. That's all I got. Nothing lasts forever, even cold November rain. All right, what else you got? Purple Rain. Oh, yeah. All right. We are in the top of the 6th inning. Yainer Diaz looks at ball 1. I want to know, have you ever seen rain? I want to know, have you ever seen rain? Coming down, love game. Boom, 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 boom. 2-1 the count on Diaz, leading off the top of the 6th. Rogers, pitch number 77 on the day, is low and in. He has fallen behind another batter today. 3-1. Oh, is that the lyrics? Coming down a sunny day. I just sort of go into a... That is ball 4. What is going on with Rogers today, guys? Another walk. Another leadoff walk. This is not the soup I ordered. Ramon Arias is up with 1 on, nobody out, top of the 6th. 0 for 2 today, takes low, maybe in. I don't know. That looked like a strike to me. This ump has been crap too. One 0 pitch. Popped up. All right, that should be an easy out. On the infield, Gunnar is stepping onto the outfield grass to make the catch. 1 down. It's amazing. Rogers clearly not the best version of himself, or when I say best, not what we've come to expect as a normal outing. It's been a struggle, and yet here he is. Very easily could be through 6 innings with 1 run on the board after all is said and done. Here's a foul ball by Dubon. The count is 0-1. Next pitch. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. I can't believe nobody suggested Chocolate Rain as their favorite. Here's a ground ball to third. Machine to second for 1. Over to first. 2. A double play. Machine to Vasquez. Over to Mountie. Not the double play combo you're used to hearing, folks, but they turned it well. I mean... that looked like everybody involved's been doing this for a while together. That was a nice 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. And we move now to the bottom of the 6th. We need a run. Hot damn. Come on. $1.42 right now on the ERA. Yes, sir. And again, Rogers. I mean, it's amazing. I guess it's the 3 walks that really stands out. That's the part that, 5 hits over 6 innings, okay, it can happen. But 5 hits plus 3 walks for Rogers is, a little shaky. But 1 run, 7 strikeouts, and a 1.42 ERA at the moment. This guy is ridiculous. Took you all game to notice no Jackson Holiday. Come on, man. Well, I mean, look, I'm just being honest. You guys sat here. If you've been here following along, you're seeing what I'm seeing. He's fallen behind a lot of hitters today, more often than usual. 3 walks is more than usual. You know. What do you want me to tell you? He's set a very high bar for himself. Wow, the rain is really coming down. We're going to get flooding in the streets for sure. If it rains this hard for any more than like 10 minutes, we're going to get flooded here. Oh, boy. Well, at least it's 2 a.m. over here. All right, Colton Cowser, folks, leading off the bottom of the 6th. He takes outside for ball 1. He got the game going with a hit in the bottom of the 1st. Was wiped out on a double play. I can't even hear the sound of my own voice right now over the rain here. Holy cow, I feel like I'm in a car wash. 1-1 the count on Cowser. That is off the plate, check swing, appeal that he did not go. Agreed, Tom, agreed. Good pitchers know how to still pitch effectively without their best stuff. 2-2 on Cowser. And again, that's the sign of a guy that has ace-like credentials. The 2-2. Ooh, did we get rung up? No. Okay, that's a makeup call. That could have been called strike 3. Full count on Cowser. We were due for a call our way right there. Payoff pitch. Oh, what are you swinging at, man? Damn, Cowser got fooled. Oh, boy, ball 4. A ball breaking in on Cowser. By the time he took his swing, he knew he had no look at his face. He's like, holy cow, I did not see that pitch. 1 down, Jeremiah Jackson. Low for ball 1.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
There is a lefty up in the Houston bullpen. Inside, 2-0. Jackson 0 for 2 today, which means he's due. He's getting a hit in every 3 at-bats. So 0 for 2 means you're due. Here's a line drive, but backhanded on a knee at third by Correa. He will throw across in time. 2 down. Orioles offense not being helped by some pretty good defense from Houston in this one so far. All right, here comes the man who's given us the only run of the day. It's Gunnar Henderson. Another 2 down, nobody on situation. 3rd time today he's been up in this same spot. And he hits one in the center. That ball's going to fall in for a 2-out single.
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
Arrighetti up to 91 pitches. Gunnar, you might want to think about swiping a bag here and getting into scoring position to allow for Mountcastle to knock you in with a single. That would probably be best, Gunnar. If you think you can steal, do it. Do it quick. Mountie coming up.
Okay, mount up.
Mount up, everybody.
Okay, mount up. Okay, mount up.
Okay. That is breaking news, everybody. Folks, just in case you were wondering, Hutchins was on the phone with a BFF. That's why. Want to know the count on Mountcastle? First pitch off the plate. Just right out of the gate with low and away again, 2-0. Mountcastle laying off that breaking ball, low and away. 2-0 the count. Get a bugle, folks. Pitch. That one does clip the outside edge. Arrighetti just peppering that outside low area of the plate. The count 2-1. Check on Gunnar. He gets back in there. This would probably be the right count to run if he's going to do it. Arrighetti has allowed 6 stolen bases this month. So he is a guy you can run on, it would seem. There goes Gunnar. Take a pitch. It's low. The throwdown is not in time. We've got the go-ahead run in scoring position. Just what BW wanted. Okay. 18th steal of the year for Gunnar. And now a base hit gives us the lead. It's a 3-1 count. The pitch. Ball 4. And Gunnar took off for third. You did not call that a strike. You did not call that a strike. No way. Tony, get out there and get thrown out yelling at this guy. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Tony, go out there and say something. Payoff pitch. Line drive, opposite field. Base hit. Gunnar will score anyway. We take the lead 2-1. Suck it, Blue. 2-1 Baltimore.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
What are you yelling into your glove for, Arrighetti? Props to Ryan Mountcastle for hanging in there after a terrible blown call for ball 4. He says, all right, forget the walk. I want to drive in the run anyway. He does. Arrighetti has been knocked out of the ball game. The Orioles have taken the lead here in the bottom of the 6th, 2-1. 2 down in the inning. Call to the bullpen for Houston. Let me get a load of this ump's name. Brian O'Nora. 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 Oh, God. Yeah. I mean, not even just so like, come on, man, like something from Tony. They look over at Tony in the dugout after that call, and he's just like, well, you know, that's baseball for you. Oh, I know exactly what Tony would say. Here's Tony talking himself.
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
There you go. That's how Tony looks at most things.
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
That's great attitude, Tony. I love using that expression for everything. Folks, whenever you actually have nothing you really have to say, you just say it is what it is. That's the perfect way to just not have a way to explain anything.
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
Perfect. Perfect. That's what I want from a manager.
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
It just is what it is. John Rooney. Rooney! Oh, Rooney, I want you outside. I want to have a word with you, by God. Rooney! Call me sir. Rooney! Hey, Sammy Basayo's up. Rooney is making his major league debut, a left-hander. Let's give him a fine introduction, shall we? First pitch. Well, we're going to check on Mountcastle at first. Mounty's got a big old smile on his face. Nice to see. 2 down. Mountcastle's at first. He drove in the go-ahead run a moment ago. Basayo is 1 for 2. And first pitch is low and away. 1-0 on slamming Sammy Basayo, folks. Yeah, use that at your next job interview, folks. I'm sure you'll land the gig. So it says here you served some prior time in state penitentiary. Anything you want to divulge? Well, it is what it is. 2-0 pitch is a strike on the inside edge. 2-1 on Basayo. Come on, Charm City chat. 2 out, runner at first. The 2-1 pitch from Rooney is outside, 2-2. Folks. We got a nice count for the hitter here, 3-1. The pitch. Ball 4, Basayo. I think that's his first major league walk, folks. Take your base, buddy.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Basayo's aboard. By the way, we've got a couple of decent batting weapons on the bench to go to. Holiday and Mayo not in the lineup. Here's Dylan Beavers, 2 on, 2 out. First pitch, outside. Folks, I want to see nothing but Beavers in my chat.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
Nothing but Beavers. Wall-to-wall Beavers, folks.
Got Bush. We've got Bush.
1-0 pitch, taken for a strike. Beavers is 0 for 2.
Got Bush. We've got Bush.
First and second, 2 down, a run in. The pitch, up and away. 2 balls and a strike. Bugle time. Two 2-1 to Beavers. Hit on the ground, foul. Opposite side. Twos are wild, folks. 2 men on, 2 men out, and a 2-2 count. And the Orioles have 2 runs on the board. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. A sweeper from Rooney. Strikes out Beavers to end the inning, but the Orioles do take the lead. They take the lead. It's the second lead they've had today. They took a 1-0 lead in the first. Houston tied it at 1 apiece in the third, and now here in the sixth, we have made it 2-1 for Trevor Rogers, going to the seventh inning now. Allison Shane says, would you please place your Beavers in chat? A little bit of a stretch there, Michael, but a valiant effort nonetheless. Would into the blood again. Same old trip, it was back there. So I made a big mistake. Try to see it once my way. Yeah. Am I wrong? Have I run too far to get home? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just like I said, I was a sheltered kid. I was a sheltered kid. Rogers is on how many pitches, you ask? Nobody asked. 83. One more inning, I think. That's right. Wife and kids, household pet. My buddy's breathing his dying breath. Seems every path leads me to nowhere. Got my pills against mosquito death. Hey, we're underway. Top of the seventh. Rogers on the mound. Smith at the plate. The count is 1-1. Cam Smith is 0 for 1. He drew a walk, stole a base, and scored Houston's only run. That one's over the plate, but low. A changeup. 2-1 on Smith. Fastball fouled back 2-2. Why is it saying 3-1? He just fouled it away. Fix the scoreboard, Masson. Cade Stroud is in the bullpen. Ferris Beavers day off. Called strike 3. See you later.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Oh, God, please. Oh, won't you help me make it through? Chaz McCormick swinging a miss on the first pitch. He's 0 for 2. Yeah, here comes the Cowser. Oh, yeah. This one's flied out toward, well, shallow right. It's really behind first base. It's going to be Luis Vasquez, the second baseman, making the catch on the outfield grass. 2 down. Yeah, here comes the Cowser. Oh, yeah. You know he ain't gonna move. Swing and a miss, Jeremy Pena. Flailing on a changeup low and outside. Rogers is one batter away from 7 innings of 1-run ball. Another. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. Who's in the pen? Cade Stroud was the only one that was seen getting loose. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Pena has got a couple of hits, 2 of the 5 Houston hits on the day. Look at that outside corner, backdoor slider. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All Trevor Rogers has done today is thrown more strikeouts than any other start this season. He's got 9. 9 times. Your son has struck out Houston Astro batters 9 times. 9 times? 9 times. 9 times. That ERA at 1.40 flat. Folks, Trevor Rogers is the real McCoy. Folks, 7th inning stretch time in Baltimore. You know what that means. It's time to throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in the chat, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
It's that simple, folks. Folks, we've got over 100 people chilling, but we still haven't gotten to 100 likes. If you're new to the channel, maybe you don't know this, but if this ain't your first rodeo, come on, folks. We got to get to 100 likes. That's the bare minimum. It's the bare necessities. We got to get those likes to 100, folks. Please, if you haven't done it already, make sure you have. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you thought you did, and oopsie, I didn't. Tap that like button, please. Do it now.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
The like count does not move.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
I don't know what's going on lately. I guess I must have started doing something different, but I'm not aware enough to know what I did different. When it comes to likes and subscription alerts and requests, I am in a slump. Holy cow. All right. Bottom of the 7th. Let's get some more runs. And Hutchins with another major update for everybody. Folks, if you were wondering earlier, Hutchins was on the phone with a friend and is now at a Burger King. All right. Stay tuned for more important updates. We've got them for you right here. Only in the Charm City chat. Alex Jackson at the plate, first pitch is a strike. He's 0 for 2. Bottom of the order, due up for Baltimore here in the 7th. Here's a swing and a miss. Bad pitch to be swinging at, 0-2. Oh, thank you, Patrick. I mean, while you're at it, you might as well let us know what you and your therapist were talking about. Surely that's something for the rest of us to learn more about. Ground ball to second. Over to first in time. One away. Jackson has had a quiet day at the plate. 0 for 3. So no longer is it Cade Stroud in the pen. Rico Garcia is looking like he is our setup man for the foreseeable future. And I got no problem with that. He is getting ready for the 8th inning. Vimael Machine up to here with 1 out, nobody on. First pitch, top of the zone. That was borderline. Called a strike. Machine's a pretty small guy. Not Altuve small, but he's about one size up. This one sort of waved at. It's a shallow fly ball in the left field. Going into a sliding catch is Dubon, and he makes that play. 2 down. The Machine nearly found some real estate down the right field or the left field line there, but Dubon able to track it down. All right. There are 2 down in the inning for the number 9 batter, Vasquez, which means this inning is over. We'll have the 8th inning to try to do something. Vasquez tries to bunt. It's a strike. I say he tries to bunt. I don't know. Was he just showing bunt? Nobody knows how to bunt anymore. 0-1 the count. Make it 1-1. Have you ever did a traveling live stream? Traveling. All right, you want to watch? Here. I'm traveling right now. I'm here right now, and now I'm going to travel. Now I'm here. Hi. I'm traveling. This ball's hit out to left field and deep toward the bullpen. That ball is gone! Bye, birdie! Where did this come from? Luis Vasquez? His first home run to the bullpen and straightaway left field. The last guy you expect to go yard does. It's 3-1 Baltimore. Who had that on their bingo card? Power from an unexpected source.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Enjoy wearing that pirate hat, Luis. I got a feeling you're not going to wear it too many more times. No offense. Cowser, 1-0 pitch, takes a strike on the inside edge, 1-1. Get those cows up, folks. This might be his last AB of the day. The 1-1. Check swing. It's low. 2-1. Tom, which is why we need to go ahead and lock him up for additional years. Let's go. We got our guy. Lock him up. Called a strike. 2-2 at the knees on the outside corner. I would not consider Grayson in this rotation, and honestly, I don't think we're going to re-sign Zach Eflin, but you know, we'll see. Here's a swing. It looks like he went around. He did. Cowser called out on a swing by the home plate umpire. The inning is over, but the Orioles do add a run. The unlikeliest of sources. A home run ball from Luis Vasquez. Unbelievable. We go to the 8th. The Orioles lead at 3-1. And still the sub count has not moved. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Like, it's just unbelievable. I got to look at this. I can't help it. I can't help it. I mean, this is just an absolute flat line. Wow. Good grief. We broke 3,300 on August 19th. And we can't get to 3,310. Wow. I mean, talk about. I just, yeah. I don't know what to do. How am I supposed to keep my morale up with stats like that? Holy cow. I'm going to be right back, folks. I'll be right back, all right? I just, I don't know. I don't know. Top of the eighth, Rico Suave Garcia on the mound. First pitch is outside by a couple of feet. That's outside again. It's 2-0 on Carlos Correa, leading off the top of the eighth. So, meaty part of the order coming up here for Houston. Garcia, not off to the best start, falling behind 2-0. Neither pitch all that close. That one's lined and a base hit to left. Okay, this does not look good. Two bad pitches, and now one in the zone, and it's a frozen rope. 111 off the bat of Correa. Not a good start for Garcia. Hang on to your hats. Speaking of hats, might be time for me to throw out the bat signal. Jose Altuve coming up now. He's 0 for 3. This ball's hit out to left. Heading over toward the foul line is Beavers. He makes the catch. Correa's going to tag, and he will make it up to second base. Smart base running by Correa to move up to second on a fly ball. One down in the inning. Well, I mean, to be honest, the team has been bad all year. And again, just a few days back against Boston, I got 26 subscribers that day. It was the first day where I was like, hey, folks, I'm really trying to finish the season strong, and if we average 20 subs a game, we'll make it to 4,000 by the end of the season. And that first announcement of that and pushing for subs got 26 that night. And the 4 games since, it's been like a grand total of like 10. Or not even, because we haven't gotten a 3310 yet. So that is Craig Kimbrell is up. We have still yet to see him in this series. I got a feeling tonight or this afternoon, whatever, is going to be the first time we see him in an Astros uniform. Christian Walker has a count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Correa is up at second base with 1 down. That ball's lined off of Gunner's glove. He'll pick it up on the grass in the outfield, but Mountcastle can't handle the throw to first. The runner will be safe. Correa had to hold at second with the ball there right next to him. So no advancement on this hit from the lead runner. But the Astros now have the tying runs on with only 1 out. I'm not sure how Gunner wasn't able to catch this baseball. It was hit right to him. He did have to leave his feet, but that looked like a pretty catchable baseball. It was hit hard. Unfortunately, not caught. Drew French is going to come talk to Rico Garcia. Yainer Diaz is due up next. So I like Garcia to come back in 2026. I mean, out of this crop of bullpen arms, he's definitely getting a spring invite. But we'll see. Obviously, when he got the 3 straight strikeouts on a bases-loaded jam in Boston, that certainly raised eyebrows. Liked what I saw there. He did not seem overwhelmed with the moment. But, we still got another month and change to see how good Garcia is over a longer stretch of time. So, long answer short. Jury's still out for me on Garcia, but he definitely has a shot at it. Pitch off the plate. This outing right now not doing him any favors. It is ball 1 to Yainer Diaz. That one's on the outside edge. A slider from Garcia. Grounded, backhanded by Gunner at short. He goes to second, and they say safe. Luis Vasquez says you must challenge this. Ball hit into the hole at short. Gunner had only 1 play, and that was to try to quickly get the force at second. The runner right on top of this throw. It was bang, bang. The ump said the runner was safe. The Orioles don't think so, and they're going to challenge. Ooh, I don't think that foot is firmly on the base when this catch is made. I think the Orioles are going to have it here. It is as close as it gets, but I do believe there is a frame, a freeze frame that can be found to see a ball in a glove before a foot is on the bag. It is very, very close. It sucks that the original call is the runner is safe. Wow, they didn't even spend a whole lot of time on that. I really thought that was actually an out. As close to being safe as you can get, but still an out. Here comes Mansolino. He's going to take Garcia out of the game with the bases loaded, 1 out. It looks like Keegan Aiken is going to come on. I'm assuming a lefty is due up for the Astros. It looks like Victor Caratini has been announced as a pinch hitter. Is that the case? Caratini going to come on to hit for Ramon Arias. The Orioles will go to Keegan Aiken. Call to the bullpen, folks. Still 2 subscribers away from 3310. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I feel like I could do a live stream channel where the topic of conversation is my belly button lint, and I could appeal to more new subscribers than this. Holy cow. I mean, I guess I just have to laugh. What else can I do? Hey, don't mind me, folks. I'm enjoying not being on camera. All right, Keegan Aiken has got work to do here to try to bail out Garcia. Bases loaded, 1 out in the inning. Aiken making his 50th appearance of the season, folks. Ain't no mistaking, ain't no faking. When it's time to bring home the bacon, you call upon Keegan Aiken. He's inherited 25 base runners on the season and has stranded 23 of them. Not too shabby. And man, is that not the kind of bald spot you want when you're still only in your late 20s. Folks, the price you pay for wearing a baseball cap every day of your life. What can you do? All right, Caratini. Before we see the first pitch, what's happening here? Don't tell me it's this stupid thing in the hat. I saw Aiken fiddling with this device in the hat before he came out of the bullpen. All right, well, they need a new thumb drive. Man, Aiken, that bald spot is really unfortunate. Oh, folks. Keegan, you gotta understand, you're cutting off the circulation to the scalp. Wearing that hat too tight. Too late now. All right, here we go. First pitch to Caratini is flied out toward left. This could get a run in. Beavers is camping under it. He's going to throw home. Throw is not very strong. Cut off on the infield. So it's a sacrifice fly for Caratini. The Astros get a run in to make it 3-2 Baltimore. 2 down now in the top of the 8th. Now, Keegan, I'm not trying to pick on anybody. I mean, I've got a similar, well, not similar, it ain't that bad, but I got my own little reverse yarmulke growing on the back of my head right now. Here is Mauricio Dubon. First pitch is up and away for ball 1. Dubon is 1 for 3. Single in the 4th. Last time up, he hit into a double play. That pitch is low. The count 2-0. Foul back. Two balls, one strike. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and away. 2-2 the count. All I can say, Tom, is that, yeah, it's a bad season, but here's the deal. Last year, a normal day would be 20 subscribers, 25 new subscribers. This season, a normal day is like 10 or 12. But now I'm looking at 2 or 3. That's a whole nother animal. This ball's hit out to left. Beavers makes the catch, fires the ball into the splash zone for a souvenir. The inning is over. Aiken comes in to close out the inning. A run does come in to score off of Rico Garcia. But the Orioles still have a lead here. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Last chance to add on now that it's a one-run ball game. Let's add on. I hear you, Tom, but once again, I only have to go back to the final game in Boston less than a week ago to point to a game where 26 subscribers signed up. So it's not like they don't exist. I understand everybody's trying to make me feel better and help out my morale, and your attempts to do that are being recognized and appreciated, but I can't live in a fantasy land. The numbers don't lie. All right? You know, a lot of people out there live a life of delusion and just look for ways to make a reality, the version of a reality that they're more comfortable with. I'm not that person. I'm an old-fashioned actual reality type of person looking at numbers, and I think having a pretty, standard reaction to the numbers. But folks, I'm not here to be a Debbie Downer, all right? The channel's going to do what it's going to do. I'm trying to figure out ways to make it a little more marketable, but I'm not a marketing kind of a guy. I'm just not. That's not my forte. I'm a man of many talents. That is not one of them. Craig Kimbrell. Holy cow, look at this. There he is. First time I've seen this guy. First time I will be calling his name since his last appearance as an Oriole. Craig frickin' Kimbrell. Coming in with the Astros down a run. Can we please light him up? Yes. Jeremiah Jackson is going to lead it off.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
First pitch is off the plate from Kimbrell. Hey, it's like he's never been gone. The 1-0. Knuckle curve. Remember that pitch? It's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Line drive, base hit into right center field. Kimbrell, welcome home. It's a base hit leadoff knock for Jeremiah Jackson. 107 off the bat and on your FM dial. Turn on the faucet. Here comes Gunner. Let's go.
His name's Gunner and he's dating my mom.
Daniel Johnson is coming on to pinch run for Jeremiah Jackson. Gunner is 2 for 3 with a home run, a base hit, and 2 steals. He takes a called strike. Folks, good day to have Gunner in your fantasy team. A home run and a couple of steals. That pitch way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. What happened to the old scoreboard? Three to 2 Baltimore in the bottom of the 8th. 1 on, nobody out, and that pitch is low. 2-1 on Gunner. Folks. Check on the runner. And I think it's time for somebody to come in and say hello. Hi, everybody. The 2-1 to Gunner. Low, ball 3. Let's go. There goes Johnson. The pitch fouled away. Daniel Johnson will return to first. He had a good-looking jump there. Craig Kimbrell. Gunner, you know what to do. Come on. It's payback time. There goes the runner again. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second base is... I guess the ump called him out. The camera was zoomed in so close. Couldn't even see where the ump was or anything. Wow. A strike him out, throw him out? Is that what we just saw? Looks like Johnson's out. And so is Gunner. Holy cow. Strike him out, throw him out.
Big buck, big buck. Stop it all.
Ryan Mountcastle looks at one a little bit high. Borderline pitch goes our way. Mountcastle, 2 more hits today. The average up to 260 now. Strike 1-1. Folks, I put on the hat and then that double play. Come on, the hat. What are you doing? 1-1 pitch. Low and away again. 2-1. Pitch on the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Who is coming in to pitch the 9th for us? The 2-2. Way outside, gets away from the catcher. Full count. I have not seen who is up in the pen. Surely somebody's getting loose. Apparently the catcher got a piece of that off of him, and he's bent over. He's in pain. Oh, that one hit right off his knee. He missed the ball entirely. The pitch coming in took it right on the knee. And he feels better crouching right now than standing. Or no, he's squeezing his hand. I thought that ball got him on the knee. I mean, he's wearing, obviously, his protective gear to prevent a knee from getting hit, but I didn't see how it got him on the hand there. Anyway, we've got a break right now. The trainer is crouching next to Yainer Diaz looking at his hand. It's 2 down in the inning in the bottom of the 8th. Base is empty for Baltimore. Ryan Mountcastle waiting with a full count. And Mauricio Dubon is just slowly walking back to the dugout like he knows this is going to take a while. Where are you going, buddy? Taking a bathroom break? Oh, he's got something to talk about. It would appear Diaz is going to stay in the ball game. He's potentially just one pitch away from this inning being over and not having to stay in the game to catch any more. If the Orioles can end this game in the top of the 9th, he may only need to see one more pitch thrown his way. But right now he's taking a practice pitch, and that went okay. So here we go. Diaz stays in the game behind the plate. Full count pitch to Mountcastle. Fouled away. 3-2 Baltimore in the bottom of the 8th. Trying to salvage one win out of a 4-game series. The payoff pitch from Kimbrel. Swing and a miss. I can't stand it. I can't stand that Craig Kimbrel got out of a jam with a stupid double play ball and then struck out the next guy. Screw you, Craig. Where was that last year? All right. We go to the 9th. Folks, I don't know who's going to do it, but somebody please close this door.
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
Come on now. Come on now. This is amazing. I just want everybody to know that is here on a regular basis and supports the channel in a variety of ways. You're appreciated. Please don't ever think that you're not. When I sit here and have some of these, these introspective moments looking at my channel and its health. Don't think that I'm not, very happy to have you guys here. But holy cow, I can't stop looking at this subpage. I can't stop looking at it. It's like, you've never seen a line. I mean, this looks like if somebody's hooked up to this like a machine in a hospital. This person just died 4 days ago. Keegan Aiken in the ball game. Cam Smith at the plate. We're in the top of the 9th. Orioles have a lead. First pitch, nice location. Fastball right on the outside corner at the knees. Daniel Johnson stays in the game for Jeremiah Jackson out in right field after pinch running for him. Over the plate but low, 1-1 the count on Cam Smith. 0 for 2. 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for the Astros here in the ninth. Yeremiel Geraldo. You wanted to know who's going to get the call this time? That appears to be the guy. Well, it's Aiken right now. What am I saying? He's in the game in the ninth. Yeah, I think I could use a break. 2-2 the count on Smith, leading off the top of the ninth. So Aiken finished the eighth. He's starting the ninth. I don't know if the plan is for him to go all the way or to wait for a matchup to bring in Geraldo. That seems to be the case. Swing and a miss. A changeup to get the first out of the ninth.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Okay. Keegan Aiken. Chaz McCormick looks at a fastball up and away. He is 0 for 3. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'd like to hang in there. It's just, yeah. Popped foul out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Some folks have heard me talk about this several times, and I just don't want to, beat the dead horse here. But first season, I got X number of subscribers, and I just had it in my mind, well, you double that number next year, and then this channel is actually worth the time commitment and the struggle that it will take to build and wait because of those numbers. Swing and a miss, a changeup low and away, back-to-back Ks in the ninth for Aiken. Okay.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
So just to put a fine point on it and be done for the day about it, I'm just saying this season, for several different reasons, mainly because of the way that season has gone for the team, which is not good. The channel did not come close to matching last year's numbers. So that's one thing for it to go down, but then for it to take a dip down from whatever that was, that makes it just hurt a little bit more. That's all. But I'll be okay. I'll figure it out. We got a 1-1 count, 2 down in the ninth against Jeremy Pena, folks. Fans are getting ready for a win. There's strike 2. Change up on the inside corner. Keegan Aiken looking for a 4-out save. Fans on their feet. We don't want to get swept. We are 1 strike away from making that happen and getting Rogers a win. Oh, called strike 3. And the ump with a bad call that goes our way to end the ball game. Thank you, Blue. You've been terrible today, but we hang on to win. The Orioles are back in the win column after losing the first 3. They finally get one on Trevor Rogers Day. And folks, we win by 1 run. Luis Vasquez has a home run late in this ball game. That is the game winner, I believe. Yes, it is. Folks, who had a game-winning home run from Luis Vasquez on their bingo card today? You? Final score, Orioles 3, Astros 2. We're in the win column, folks. Come on. It's Orioles magic. One more time. Nicholas says, BW, I haven't been chatting much, mainly because I listen on the TV, but I want you to know that I love your calls, and man, I hope next year we are good again so your channel can blow up. Thank you, Nicholas. And look, folks, I know. Look, the numbers within the numbers are really, really solid. Like my average watch time per viewer is right up there with the biggest channels out there that does this stuff. They are. For the low turnout days where you guys still pop in with super chats and stuff to keep the channel supported. Again, for a channel my size, it's been a blessing. So I know that the folks that are here are really, really invested. They really do believe in the channel, and trust me, that gives me the fuel I need to feel good. I'm confident that I do a good job. How about that? There's that. And I'm not trying to sound cocky, because believe me, if you've lived in my shoes or if you've known me personally over the years, I'm not the kind of guy to feel confident about what he's doing. Normally, I have nothing but anxiety. Am I good enough to do this? Am I right to do this? Do I even want to try to do this? Is this over? Am I in over my head? No, I don't feel that way about any of this. This feels all natural and very, right for me. So I'm happy with all that stuff. It's just the numbers. But hey, folks, enough with that. Let's talk about today's victory. Keegan Aiken right now getting interviewed by the Masson team as the grounds crew is out there getting the field ready for tomorrow's game. We got Boston coming to town tomorrow for a 4-game series. And unfortunately, that'll set up for where Trevor Rogers cannot take part in a 4-game series. Boston, you got lucky, Boston. You're going to dodge Trevor Rogers in a 4-game series. That is luck. All right. Yeah, I'm going to blow up, people. Not literally, I hope. I got to keep the weight down. Queen Tanya, hey, BW, we've been watching and love you. Well, chime in a little more often there, Queen. Folks, look, I get it if you prefer to just listen and stuff and you're not actively typing in the chat. I get it. I sort of bounce back and forth between being chatty and then just wanting to listen while I'm doing some other things. So I understand. But how about this? For those that are regular listeners but maybe don't like to chat so much, do me this favor. Just give me one comment a night. One or two, check in and say hi. Let me know you're here. I'll say hi back to you. And then go back to, just listening, and you don't have to type, okay? Is that cool? It's nice to hear from some of you. Some people I don't like. Who was it tonight? Dingleberry. I haven't seen Dingleberry in forever. And Queen here. It's been a few days. Didn't know you were still hanging on, but here you are. It's good to hear from you. So just check in, folks. Check in once in a while. I'm out here in my little bird's nest on the other side of the planet. Sometimes I can feel a little bit isolated, Let me know that you're here. I'm like Major Tom floating in a tin can far, far from the moon. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do, folks. All right, let's look at this box score and wrap everything up. I'm going to be able to go to bed at about 3-something in the morning. That's 3 hours of sleep before the sun's up. That's not bad. I got a few in earlier. Hey, Tanya, popping in with a super chat. Always here for you, BW. Oh, Queen Tanya. You're the queen. to be. Yes, you're the queen to be. Little Coming to America reference for you. I hope that satisfies you, Queen. Thank you so much. She's your queen to be. Oh, you guys are the best. The Greaseman. Hey, Waddle Doodle. Got a little bit of a dingleberry. Hey, somebody get the Fruit of the Loom. Got a little bit of a Hershey Highway and the dingleberry. The dingleberry. I'm not in Baltimore. No. I am somewhere far, far away. I'm in Narnia. It's really a long way here. How can I get there? You can't. It's 10,000 miles away. But that's so far. We don't care whether or not we care. Tired of sneezing? Go away. Nothing matters. Anybody? Nobody? All right. Apparently, I'm the only one that went to movies in 1984. All right. So tonight, Trevor Rogers once again. Once again. Does it. 7 innings, 93 pitches. Struck out 9 batters. That is a season high. 5 hits, 3 walks. 1 earned run. The ERA 1.40 flat. Rico Garcia struggled. He only got 1 out. He gave up 3 hits and a run. All that on 10 pitches. Was not his night, but Keegan Aiken came in and bailed him out. And folks, I was mistaken with my boy Aiken because he got the final 5 outs in this ball game. He got the final 2 outs in the 8th, and then 3 more in the 9th. An inning and 2/3 without a hit or a walk and 3 strikeouts. Holy cow, folks! Keegan Aiken, dare I say it? You're my player of the game. You're my player of the game. He really did come through in the clutch right there, folks. Did not give up anything for the final 5 outs with 3 strikeouts. And he faced some of the tougher batters in this Houston lineup in the process. So well done for Aiken. He gets his 3rd save, by the way. Rogers with the win. Arrighetti the loss. The Orioles win their 60th ball game of the season. 60 wins, 70 losses. 32 games left to go. We need to win we need to go 25-7 to get to 85 wins. We need to go 22 and 22-10 to break even, or to to get a winning record. 22-10 would get a winning record. 21-11 would put us at 500 to end the season. So yeah, a lot of work just to break even. Still trying to get our way out of the last place. Did the Rays play yet already? They are delayed in the top of the 1st with the Cardinals. By the way, I guess I'll do this quickly. Out-of-town scores. Again, Cardinals, Rays delayed top of the 1st. We're in the top of the 9th. Royals up 10-8 on the Tigers. White Sox are beating up the Twins 7-0. That's in the bottom of the 7th. Brewers have a small lead, 3-2 on the Giants in the 6th. Rangers at the end of 5, shutting out the Guardians 4-0. Angels have an early 1-0 lead on the Cubs, top of the 2nd. No score in the 1st between the Diamondbacks and Reds. Dodgers have scored already in the top of the 1st, 1-0 over the Padres. Seattle has gotten on the board early, 2-0 over the Athletics in the 1st inning. Final scores already in. Pirates shut out the Rockies 4-0. Braves edged out the Mets 4-3. Phillies a 1-run win over the Nats 3-2. The Marlins over the Blue Jays 5-3. And your Sunday night game of the week, I mean, you knew this was always going to happen. By the way, nobody has had a lower ERA through their first 13 starts in a season than Trevor Rogers. There it is. He is now better than Hoyt Wilhelm and Jim Palmer in that regard. It is a historic season on the mound for Trevor Rogers. And boy, oh boy, had he pitched like this from day one, and had we known and had him in the rotation from day one, you can't tell me this guy is not in the running for a Cy Young Award. I only wish we knew what we had. I can't. And folks, do you remember? Like, we went to Kyle Gibson before Rogers got a crack. We went to Kyle Gibson. We went out there, gave him $5 million near the end of spring training to join this staff. It was a huge mistake. I mean, not only was it a waste of $5 million, it cost us ball games. Gibson got lit up in each of his appearances. I think he only made 3 starts. They were all disasters, while Rogers was sitting there in AAA. Just imagine if we knew what we had from day one. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What could have been. But I guess you have to, at the end of the day, just be satisfied with the fact that he's on our team, that we have this pitcher, this really, really, really good pitcher. Even if we didn't know exactly what we had, I'm happy, A, just that we have him, and B, I'm happy to say, BW, you were way off about Trevor Rogers. You did not know how good he could be. You had no clue. And I'm happy to say that. I'm pleasantly wrong. And I'm okay with it. All right, folks. So tomorrow, the Red Sox are coming to town. Again, the Boston Red Sox. I will look one more time to see if there's been a late. You know what? They're not going to. They play a night game tonight. That's another reason why I'm not going to know anything until late. Because, yeah, they're going to wait until they play this game tonight against the Yankees before they're going to announce tomorrow's pitcher. Somebody in the chat, I think it was Chawa, said it was going to be Fitz from a CBS Sports listing, but it's not official. It may be Fitz, but it's not official. Anyway, Tomoyuki Sagano is official. Sagano will be on the mound against somebody tomorrow evening, the first of a 4-game series against Boston. We took 2 out of 2 at Fenway. I know we started on the road with a good series with Houston, only to lose 3 out of 4 here. I don't want to see that happen with Boston. I want to continue to beat up on them. Even though right now I'm enjoying the fact that they've been sweeping the Yankees. I hope Boston wins tonight, builds a bigger lead over New York, and then that'll make it easier for us to feel good about beating them over this coming week. I still want the Yankees to figure out a way to blow a postseason appearance. Yeah, I got a lot of wishes. I got a lot of wishes. Hey, Danjo with a late super chat. Thank you. He says, thanks for the call, BW. You get the money I would spend on MLB. Oh, that's right, because it's free this weekend, right? Well, that's one way to look at it. Hey, thanks, man. I know you just sent one, I think, yesterday. If it wasn't yesterday, it might have been the day. And Matt as well. Another super. You guys are fantastic. Thanks so much for the contributions. It's all good. It's all good for a couple of days. You guys have both hooked up a couple of days in a row. Let's space it out. Let's try to space it out, because I'll start to feel guilty if it's the same folks. You know, you guys, you know, you're great. Thank you so much to Danjo and to Matt for the super chats. I will see you tomorrow as well. Okay. Annie, folks, it pays to continue to stay on stream. I was almost signing off not even 5 minutes ago. And here we got 2 super chats and a Magic membership late. Annie with a Magic membership. Thank you, Annie. We were just about to end the stream. The Orioles eked out a 3-2 win today after dropping the first 3 here against Houston. We will be back again tomorrow night against Boston. Now, Annie, I know you don't have much of a stake in the American League East, but hopefully you hate Boston. They're coming to town for 4 games starting tomorrow night. And, yeah, hope you guys will join me. And we're going to have Sugar on the mound. By the way, I did not nail my estimate. I thought we had 20,000 today at the ballpark. We did not. 19,746. We came up short on 20K. So that's what happens on a no giveaway day at the ballpark. You lose about 5,000 to 10,000 people. All right, folks, let me see if there's somewhere I can send you somebody else calling a game somewhere. It won't be Red Sox Yankees. That's not till later tonight. I might be hate watching that game later. Hey, maybe I'll pop on for a hate watch stream after a extended nap. Let's see here. We still did not. Man. I won't. Yeah. The subscriber count, whatever. But you guys have done everything else you can do to make it a good day for the channel. The subs. Oh, boy. Let me go into my YouTube here just to be sure somebody I know isn't streaming. Hey, you know where I could send you? I'm going to send you somewhere to hook up somebody that hangs out on my Discord. It is Charm City Entertainment, who is streaming right now something. I just typed his name into the search. That didn't help. All right. What about the title? I can't click and drag that. Oh, I'm sure he'll like this if I do a raid of his channel here. I'm not sure what he's up to over here. I'm trying to. Okay, there it is. Okay. Oh. You don't have it set up to allow me to redirect to you, Charm City Entertainment. You might want to do that. You might want to allow people to send their audience to your channel. That is a setting you want to have, buddy. It can only help your channel out. So I cannot redirect to Charm City Entertainment. Anywhere else? You got to know how to get redirected. I guess there's nowhere else to go, folks. There's nowhere else to go. I got nowhere else to go. I got nowhere else to go. All right, folks. That will wrap it up for this afternoon's stream. I enjoyed calling a win. Trevor Rogers does it again, folks. Like I've been saying here for a while. Even if this team, isn't one that you want to tune in every night to watch at this stage of the season, it's understandable, but you cannot miss a Trevor Rogers game night, okay? So he'll be back to start the road trip, I guess. First game out in San Francisco coming up next weekend. On Point got me 2 more subs. We got to 3310. We got to 3310, folks.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
We did it.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Folks, we are now averaging 2 subscribers a day the past 5 days. Get some. I appreciate it. I just wanted to see that damn number change after several days in a row. I appreciate the work. On Point. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, I better get on out of here while the getting is good. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I don't have anywhere to send you, so it's just going to be just a regular old sign off here. Okay, come on back tomorrow night against Boston. Boston. First, what is it? The stream will start at 6:20 p.m. Eastern. Damn, that means I got to get up at 4:30 in the morning. I got to get up at 4:30 in the morning. These stupid 6:30 start times. Why so early? All right, folks. I'll complain later. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Take care. This has been BW in the Hat. And we will chirp at you later, folks. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.